Yo, what is going on with y'all? It's your boy Sebastian Ryder. You tapped into another episode of Cut Different TV. And before I introduce y'all to our guest today, hailing from Rhode Island, of all places, Rhode Island. Pull out a map right now and try to put your finger on Rhode Island. I bet you can't do it. So we got somebody very special from there. But before I introduce you, make sure you hit that big red button that says subscribe under whatever screen you watching this on. And TGK, hopefully it's a TV, right? Because they watching Cut Different TV. Talk to him, TGK, the great Kharjando in the building. What's happening with you, player?
What's up, man? You know what I'm saying? Just came from Rhode Island. I had to represent my state, smallest state in the world. Basically, before we got started with the interview, I would like to further explain my background in my hometown. So basically, I went to school out in Connecticut. It was New London. It's called Mitchell College. I met a couple friends there. And one of my friends, his name was Ed Ghoster. If you're watching this right now, man, we made it, baby. We getting there. So he told me about a show which was in Hartford, Connecticut, and it's called Consecrave. And it was a contest. I was like, you know what, let me check it out, because I was still new. Like, I'm still seasoned in a sense. I still got lots to learn. And I did my show, killed it. It was a contest. I mean, I came up short, but, it happens. Happens to the best of us. And then we kept in contact, me and Consecrave to be exact. And they gave me the opportunity to open up for B-Love. I opened up for him. I met another artist. His name was AC. AC, what's up, man? Shout out to you. So through him, he introduced me to another showcase, which is out in Waterbury. So there I met a whole bunch of artists that was out there. And there was actually another artist that was on your show. His name is G's Too Tough. He was here recently.
Oh, yeah, we fuck with G's.
Yeah, that's
Shout out G's, man.
Shout out G's, man. That's the homie, man. So basically, I seen G's doing this interview, and I was just like, you know what? I'm at a point where I'm known, I'm starting to build a following, but it's just like I can't just do shows, It's nice to do shows, put out music, but it's just like if you're not really doing things to kind of market yourself, then it's just like when the record label comes to sign you, or it's just like another program, I'm not exactly sure what that could be, and they're looking like, okay, you have this artist that's putting out this type of content, and then you have this type of artist that's putting out this content. Why should we sign him over this artist in a sense? Like, yeah, he does shows, yeah, he does music, but what is he doing to kind of promote himself? What is he doing to market himself? So I seen that, and I was just like, you know what? I'm going to take that chance, because it's just like, there's things I want to do with this music-wise. Like, not just like, just putting out music, doing shows, and that's it. I wanted to evolve to clothing lines. So thanks to Ryder for reaching out and, and looking out for me. I'm here today. We had a nice phone conversation. We chopped it up a little bit. I explained like what the goal was, and it was like, I want to build some more of my music. I want to take that next step. I want to grow. I don't want to just be comfortable doing what I got to do. And even if I have to step out that comfort zone, so be it. Because it's just like, the greatest artists in the world didn't get to where they were by, just staying in the shell. They had to take risk. They had to take some sort of extra step. They had to go the extra mile to kind of elevate their game. They had to make some type of sacrifice. So I had to make that sacrifice. I had to drive, hours away from home. I mean, granted, I don't mind, because it's just like I love to travel. But you know what? I'm not doing it just for me. There's people back home rooting for me. There's people right now that's probably watching this interview that's, saying, TGK, you got to do this. So, it's bigger than me, There's people in my corner, so I can't let them down.
You definitely can't let them down. And we here today to figure out what makes you cut different. And when I listen to your music, TGK, I hear bars. Takes me back to listening to Wu-Tang growing up in the car with my pops. Takes me back to, early bars before it was all about what's the hook sound like. And you know what I'm saying? What are you talking? You know what I'm saying? It's not about dancing. It's not about, the quote unquote vibe in the club or whatever we're looking for. It's about for real hip hop heads that's really trying to hear some fire shit. Exactly. Tell me what inspired you to want to focus on the bar heavy sound on the real gutter beats like you spitting these days.
So I had two people that got me started, and one of them his name was Serge Laurent. He's out in California. And then I have another friend named Josie Gatsby. Shout out to you as well. So I used to go to both their shows back home. It was at the Met. It was a small venue. And I seen them perform, and I was recording, and I was inspired. I was just like, damn, these guys is nice in a sense. And I wanted to do it too, but then I told myself, I was just like, you know what? I want to do music, but I want to have my own spin to it. I want to have like my own lane. It's like Serge already has the rock star, the party scene in a sense. So it's like, all right, he has that kind of unlock. Josie, he got bars too. I'm like, shit. I still to this day say he's better than me because it's just like, I don't want to, put myself on top or on such a heavy pedestal, and then, I get comfortable and like my work ethic kind of slacks off. So I told myself, you know what? I'm going to choose this lane. And the reason why was because also I'm a big J. Cole fan. That has been my favorite rapper since high school and middle school. So I told myself I want to use music to kind of tell a story and to kind of inspire people that walk the same shoes as me. Because it's easy to kind of put on a facade. Oh, yeah, I got money. I got cars. I got hoes. I mean, you might hear that here and there in my songs, but like I try to put like a clever innuendo to it, or like I try to do some type of wordplay, so like when they dissect my music, they're like, oh, that's what he meant. Or like when they go back and they listen to it, it's like, oh, okay. But why I'm so bar heavy and such a lyricist is because I feel like nowadays, and you kind of hit the nail on the head, everybody does it. Everybody has some type of vibe. Everybody has a club hit. Everybody has some type of catchy dance, some type of hook. I'm still mastering hooks. I'm still learning how to do that. And I told myself I could do it, and I have maybe like a couple tracks where I kind of hit the club type of feel, or like even now I experiment with rapping over R&B beats. But I told myself, you know what? If I'm gonna stand out, if I'm gonna perform these out loud, I want people to look at me and think, wow, I would have never thought you put something out like this. And also, I just feel like, again, like going back to earlier, if somebody were to sign me, it's just like, why should we sign him when he makes the same music as the next guy and the next guy after that and the next guy after that? What stands out about him where it's like we have to have him? If we don't sign him right now, we're going to be making the biggest mistake of our career. So that's part of the reason. And also it's just like I feel like music lacks substance nowadays. I mean, I'm pretty sure a bunch of people said it already, but I'm going to be the next person to hit that point. Because it's just like, you don't really have to try anymore. There was a time where it's like you heard certain artists like Nas, Ghostface, Big L, Biggie Smalls, AZ, the Roots, like Black Thought in them. And it's like only a select few could kind of maybe emulate that sound, but it just wasn't organic. Nowadays, like, you got Uzi, you got X. It's like, oh, yeah, I could do that too. I really could too. But it's like, it's too easy. And also another reason too, I like to challenge myself when I write, in a sense. Whenever I write, in a sense, I'll pick a beat, an instrumental, I'll rap it out loud, and I'll see if it flows. If it doesn't flow, back to the drawing board, or like I'll make a few adjustments so it's like it fits the song. And then even then it's like I'll go back and it's like, oh, I already said this on this song, because I don't like to copy and paste music. So I like to challenge myself. I like to, push myself to the highest degree. And literally the music I make now is a lot harder than, the upbeat music I might put out, because it's just like, again, it's a stepping stone. It's a growing process. How can I be better today than I was yesterday?
And get into that point, right? Like, in order to get to that mindset where it sounds like you're very self-aware.
Yes, sir.
You know what you're capable of, and you know what style or what sound you can create that is going to be the most, I gotta say it, cut different.
There you go.
You dig? And I think with the bars these days, like when I hear some shit like that, or when I would imagine anybody hears some shit like that these days, it's refreshing in a sense, right? Because it's different, And what goes into your creative process, or when you were first creating, right? You mentioned you made a few connections in college, but when you first decided, like, all right, this is really what I'm trying to do for real.
Okay.
What made you go into that lane off rip and stick to it, despite seeing so many people blow up around you that are doing what the quote unquote people are listening to right now?
Like what's trending?
The trending shit, exactly.
It's kind of like that be a leader, not a follower mindset. Like, create your own lane, kind of do what's unique. Do what works for you, of course, but also kind of like, do what you can to stand out. Do it, what's the words I'm looking for? Find a method that, when people really fuck with your shit, when they play your shit back, it's just like, I gotta hear this again, replay value. That's another thing. Like, there's certain artists that I've connected with, and like, it's only a select few. It's like, I'll play it, and it's like, I gotta listen to it again. That's the mindset that kind of goes into when I put out. Like, do I want to put out something that's nice for for now, but like you can't really go back and like just listen to it all over again. Like, damn, I love this. Like, this is a classic in a sense. So that was the process, and like what made me stay with my lane was I saw over time, like when I was recording, like I was getting better with it. Like I just feel like every time I write, like I just discover new methods, new styles, new flows, new patterns. Like when I'm going at it, and I'm just like, damn, I really like this, and I'm like, I don't want to stop. And it's just like, and then when I hear it out loud in the studio, when I perform it out loud too, and I'm just impressed with my body of work, and I'm just like, I want to keep going. I want to continue to build off it because it's just like it's working for me, and it's just like, you know, yes, it doesn't stand out, but it's just like it's starting to put people on notice, and like it's showing people like, look, you don't have to, you know, trend to kind of blow up. If you work hard, you stick to your lane, and you stay original. Yes, it might take some time, but it's just like it all pays off. Rome wasn't built in a day. Yes, it might not be popular to others, but like I think over time, if I continue to stay consistent with it, then yeah, I think I'm gonna get to it. I'm not giving up till I do.
When you in it, walk me through a studio session with TGK.
So every studio session, all my lyrics is pre-written. I have this mindset like, look, I'm here for X amount of time, and I'm paying for this. There's no fucking around. There's no coming in here like, oh yeah, let's, you know, make this a party. No, I want to make this a lifestyle, and we're gonna treat it as such. This is business at the end of the day too. Like some people forget, like yes, it's trendy, this, that, and the third, and whatever we might have covered, but at the end of the day, the key factor is music's a business. It's an investment. You're putting your time, your energy, and your money into it. So I walk in, all my lyrics is pre-written. I make sure my engineer has all the beats that I'm going to rap onto. It might take me a little bit longer for some because it's just like, all right, I might mess up on a few things, but, you know, I keep at it because I'm like, I'm going to get it. I hear it out. I play it in the car. I play it in my headphones. I love it. And if I don't like it, I'm going to go back to it. I have no hesitation going back to a track. I might feel like, all right, I could have did this, because then it's just like you hear it before it was good, but then it's like over time, like you listen to it, it's like, I like it, it was good, but I could have, had more energy on this.
For sure.
I could have said this syllable. I could have said this, that, and the third. I could have flowed differently. Oh, look, I messed up on this part. I said this instead of that. So, I'm borderline perfectionist, but also, I have this thought process where it's like, I got to kill. There's a lot riding on this. And then, that's basically it. And then after the studio session, if it's a single, I'll make preparations to drop it on a specific date, whether it's close to, I don't know, a birthday, or recently I've been dropping rap on over R&B tracks, like towards Valentine's Day, because it's like, yes, I'm a lyricist, but also, I don't mind creating like a little vibe here and there, but like with my own spin to it too. So I'll drop that, I'll promote it, I'll make sure I share it, and when the day comes, I'll keep sharing. I'll keep sharing and sharing and sharing until I'm blue in the face. And then, I'll start the cycle all over again.
What's your sign?
It's my sign?
Yeah. Do you know?
Like horoscope-wise? Or
Yeah.
Sagittarius.
Word. Okay, bet. My mom's a Sag.
Let's go.
Tough. That's fire. Fire sign in the building, man. We got a lot of fire in here. I'm an Aries.
Hey, man.
You fuck with numbers or no?
Not really, but in terms of signs, it's just like the way I see it is like, hey, man, if you cool people, I don't care what your sign is. You know what I'm saying? I get along with everybody.
I feel you.
I treat everybody I meet with dignity, and, because it's just like you never know what they're going through and what type of day they're having. So it's like, just a simple smile, just a simple kind gesture. You could be making that much of a difference in somebody's life, or even somebody's day, or even just for that moment,
Have you ever met a shorty that was like, toxic, or gave you some bullshit or some extra, maybe quote unquote inspiration, whether that's positive or negative? And if so, what was her sign?
Let me see. Toxic. I mean, there's maybe one, probably a Gemini, but like it was.
Oh man, the Geminis, bro.
But it's like it's crazy because it's just like it wasn't really like toxic, like relationship wise. It was just like she kind of just showed her true colors over time, whatever. Thought we was friends, but shit happens. You live and you learn. Fuck it, you burnt the bridge with me. What can I say about it?
Does shit like that inspire? Like real life shit that we all go through as men. Like, how does that inspire your records, or are you more so inspired by other things?
I mean, it's other things that inspire me, but for this upcoming project too, I had to say what I had to say because she was talking wild. And next, she was talking about got no followers, no clout. Mind you, she ain't doing shit like this and give up my rap career. I laughed it off because I'm just like, I'm miles ahead of you. I'm not even from your home state, and I got more shows than you. And so it's like, what we really doing here? But that's not the big inspiration.
Pop your shit.
Because it's just like, niggas is going to hate every day. They're going to say, oh, quit. You got to laugh it off. But my big inspiration, ironically, is hearing positive feedback. Like, from people, it's like, you got such a unique sound. Like, actually, by the time this airs, who knows when it is, literally last night, I had a show back home in Rhode Island. And one of the hosts in Shaytown, if you're watching this, big shout out to you, too. Thank you for popping out. She commented on my post saying, you have a unique sound, keep going. Just because, you came up short doesn't mean, keep going. There's more opportunities, and that's right. Like, I have to tell myself that, anytime I come up short. So, in addition to positive feedback, it's also been contests I've lost. Like, there was 2 Crave contests where I came up short. I thought, damn, I did my thing, But obviously, it wasn't enough. It was discouraging, but I told myself, you know what? Maybe it's a good thing I lost that contest, because then it's just like, imagine I did win, I came in first place. I got that shout out on Instagram. I got the prize money. It would have been nice, yeah, $1,000 in my pocket. But then it's just like, who knows how my work ethic would have kind of been impacted. I probably would have felt, oh, yeah, I don't need to make any adjustments. I won $1,000. Who cares? I don't got to do nothing. I don't got to adjust my stage presence. I don't got to, change how I interact with the crowd. So it's little things like that tell me, like, you know what? Just because you lose, just because you fall down, it's not how you fall down that determines who you are or kind of steers the course of your career. It's how you stand up and bounce back from it.
And not viewing L's as losses, but viewing L's as lessons as well.
Exactly. It's funny you say that. I always told myself, you learn more from losing than winning. Because when you win, it's just like, you won. You met the criteria. You did what you were supposed to do. But when you lose, it's just like, you kind of look back a little bit over time. Like, you might be bummed out in the moment because it's just like, damn, I got up there, I killed shit. There was one time I had an award show, I lost, whatever. I mean, shit, I was a nominee. How many could say that? But the point is, it's like, you look back, it's like, all right, this is what I did wrong. Okay, maybe I could have, been more loud on the mic. I could have been more upbeat. I could have brought more energy to it. Because then it's just like, people have a keen eye for details that I might not even see. Like, I always tell myself, I don't know anything at all. And, like, I'll say that to you, too, because it's just like, you guys, you guys are experts. You guys have an ear for the music field. I'm still new. I'm still learning day by day. And mind you, this is my 4th year doing music. Would you believe that? So I always tell myself, like, any type of, knowledge you can give me that I could use to make myself better, I'm going to take it. I'm not going to look at you as like, oh, he's hating. Oh, he doesn't know what he's talking about. Because you obviously see something that I don't see that could help me elevate my music career. And that goes for you. That might go for, like, the person that, might do cameras. Because, like, he sees it all. He has, like, a keen eye for detail. Like, he's in charge of that. He has a vision. It might go for an artist that's spectating. He might have a similar style to me, or, like, he might be doing music longer than I have. It could be even the engineer. Even my engineer's giving me feedback. And, like, I've listened to him, no hesitation. Or, like, if I send somebody my music and they tell me, you could have did this better. I don't say, oh, what are you talking about? No, I'm like, thank you. And that stays in my head until the next time I get to address it. And I'm just telling myself, I got to do it. I got to address this. I got to improve this. Because it's just like, I'm not going to be the artist that I want to be if I don't correct my mistakes.
Damn. So having that, like, openness to feedback and that openness to constructive criticism,
yes, sir.
I think it's something that, when ego comes into play, right? We've all dealt with ego before, whether you're an artist, whether you're an athlete, whether you're a designer, anytime where you're creating something, whether your body is the product or you're creating something third party outside of yourself, there's always a little bit of ego that goes along with that, because you have to have the confidence to be able to put yourself or your product out there. So the fact that you're able to take constructive criticism is, I think, something that's huge. And that's something that I think a lot of artists benefit from, right? And if you talk to the artists that are at the top of the game, I'm sure that at some point they had to have somebody real around them that say, yo, you need to switch this up. Something small, something big, something to do with image, something to do with the sound. And they took that advice, and look where they are.
Exactly. Those are the realest people in this circle. You keep people like that, then you damn near unstoppable. I think also that's kind of, I feel like in my heart of heart, what separates me from like my cohorts or the people that's kind of big in my hometown. Like, I feel like every person in my camp, I mean, they'll hype me up, but they won't hesitate, and they won't be no stranger to tell me, all right, this is what you need to do. Or they might give me a friendly suggestion on, okay, this is what you can do to kind of build your sound. They might make suggestions. Sometimes I'll look at it and I'll think, maybe. And then other times I'm like, I appreciate it, because then I'm not going to lie, there might be suggestions where, like, I'll hear it, it sounds good, but then I'm like, it's not really my lane, it's not for me. But I won't shrug them off. I won't tell them like, oh, you're wrong. I'll accept it. I'll say thank you. Thank you for offering this. It's not my thing. I know you mean well and you come from a good place, but, you know, I'd prefer to do it this way. But if down the road I see that there's a chance where I can incorporate what you're suggesting into my art, then I won't hesitate to do it, because, you know, you obviously know what you're talking about. And all my friends, like every single one of them, and down to every single person that's watching this right now, yes, I'm talking to you. They played a key role into where I'm at today. I wouldn't be sitting here if it wasn't for them, if we're being honest. Because it's just like, you know, they played some type of small role into getting me to the place I want to be. But still, I'm not where I want to be yet, because it's just like, I say it in all my Instagram posts. I'm not headlining Rolling Loud. I'm not at top of the radar. I'm not at freaking Coachella. I'm not at the BET Awards. To some, they might see this like BET Awards. Like, this is big names. Like, let's take it down a few notches. But it's just like, you know what I'm saying? You had a
fuck all that, nigga. You on Cut Different TV, man.
Exactly. Thank you. You know what I'm saying? You had a vision too. People say, oh yeah, this, that, and the third. But nah, he's here too. My man's is here because he had a vision and he believed in himself. God damn it. And then, God damn it, I'm going to do the same too. Fuck all that noise.
Real shit. We got my brother TGK in the building, man, and he dropping jewels for y'all. I don't know if y'all pick them up, if y'all are into diamonds or sapphires or emeralds or rubies or whatever y'all into, but it's a bunch of jewels scattered out at the bottom of the screen that you watching this on. Also, go ahead and hit subscribe right beneath the screen that you watching this on, that red button right there, and go ahead and hit that thumbs up as well. It really helps us a lot, really shows us a lot of love. And I got to be honest with you, TGK. I mean, people come up here, you feel me, and we be having great conversations. But at the end of the day, we got a mission to accomplish.
Yes, we do.
So I got to ask you, man, what makes you cut different, TGK?
I've been waiting for this question since. What makes me cut different? Well, it's a few things. No matter how hard I fall down, in a sense, I'm going to always stand up 10 times stronger than the person I was before. What makes me cut different? I'm not giving up at all. I got a fucking goal in mind. That goal is to succeed and be the greatest artist in the game while changing everything about it and creating my own lane. What makes me cut different? Ain't nobody that's stepping into that booth out rapping me. I don't give a fuck who the fuck you are. Bring your best army, bring whoever. I'ma do the damn thing, god damn it, because it's just like at the end of the day, I got something to work for. I got dreams, you know what I'm saying? I got people behind me that's rooting for me, and I'm going to do whatever it takes to get to the top. I don't care what it is. I don't care what steps it has to take. And what makes me cut different, you know what I'm saying? I'm willing to go the extra mile. And when I say the extra mile, you know what I'm saying? I'll be up late at night while everybody's sleeping, doing God knows what, writing. And you know what I'm saying, I got a family, you know what I'm saying, that I want to give back to. And that's also what makes me cut different, because my goals and what my end goal looks like. You know what I'm saying? I want to put on for Rhode Island. I want to put on for everybody around me. I want to take everybody that played an intricate role into my life, and I want them to take them to the top with me, because it's just like my album projects, it takes a village to raise a child. And TGK's here to say, a village raised this child.
Welcome to the Cut Different family, brother. We outside.
Yes, we are.
And look, you a busy man. Before we get out of here, tell the audience some things that, matter of fact, fuck all that. What is something that your fan base has no clue about, TGK, that you gonna hip them to right now? Give them one piece of you that they didn't already know before. Pause.
One thing that they don't know about me. Well, besides the fact that I got a project coming out, I'm about to take the city by storm. The city by storm is gonna start with back home. It's gonna make its way to Connecticut, Massachusetts, New York, and then before you know it, I'm taking over the whole goddamn country. I'm gonna be worldwide. You're gonna see my face everywhere. Billboards. When you scroll through your social media, you're gonna see my face on there. When you turn on that video game, I'm gonna be on the soundtracks. I'm gonna be everywhere. I'm gonna be a household brand. I'm gonna be the face. You know what I'm saying? Just because, you know, you dream big doesn't mean it can't be reality, but I'm here to tell you today, that's gonna be a reality. I'm not gonna stop until it does. You know what I'm saying? There's no stopping now. This is a marathon. And you know what I'm saying? I ain't tired. I can't afford to get tired. And if you know me by now, you know, I don't give up. And just like my Instagram slogans, if I don't, who will? And one more philosophy I live by based on my quotes, DBMG. People probably wonder, what does it stand for? It stands for Dream Big, My Guy. Dream big, my guy. You know what I'm saying? Dream big. I don't care. Big, small, unrealistic, realistic. Dream big. It's always important to dream. Dreaming is what keeps us going. It's kind of like it's like a driving force that kind of, you know, keeps us going. Like when we wake up every day, it's like a day-to-day basis. It's like the driving factor that, you know, it's almost like blood or oxygen. It's like what keeps us going, what keeps us alive.
Hell yeah. And what even is reality? What even is reality? What even is real? What is unrealistic? What's realistic? All these things are words that people created to try and put creatives like you, TGK, in a box, or creatives like me, or creatives like Vic Cheddar. So I think at the end of the day, we got to create our own reality. We got to wake up every day and say, hey, we chasing these dreams. We cut different. We accomplishing what we accomplishing. And I feel like sitting down talking to you, I'm realizing that from you. You know what I'm saying? And I'm proud of you for doing what you're doing.
Appreciate that, man.
I love your fucking music. You're doing amazing, and I hope everything that you set out to accomplish, you go ahead and accomplish that.
Appreciate that, man.
You feel me?
But I want to make sure I answer your question. So there's two types of answers and two ways you can approach that. There's, you know, the factual way where it's like realistic. It's like, all right, you got to live within your reality, your means, budget, you know, stuff that everybody kind of tells you. You know, you got to know your target audience. You got to know, okay, sound, blah, 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 blah. And unrealistic, you know, you're dreaming too big. This will never happen because you ain't got no followers. That's one way, and that's kind of, the way I see it, that's the pessimistic way of looking at things. And then I'm going to tell you the correct way of what reality is. Reality, and you hit the nail on the head, and I'm like, damn, he beat me to it. Reality is what you make it. You control your own fate. Nobody can tell you, you know, how to live your life and how to approach your goals and how to get to where you want to get to. You control your own fate. It's whether you know, you let what people say kind of just hinder you from, you know, chasing your goals, you know, reaching your dreams in a sense. You know, I didn't think I would be here today at all, but you know what? I told myself, you know what? My reality is anything I put my mind to, I'm going to make it happen. I told myself, I don't care what it is. I don't care what I got to do. I'm going to be here in this chair having this conversation with you. So that way, that to all the people that's watching, and I hope you subscribe and you're tapping in because he's doing a great thing. He's looking out for everybody that is in my shoes. You know, I hope to inspire people that's watching this and telling you, this could be you. You could be sitting in this chair right now. I don't care what walks of life you went through. Like I said, I'm from Rhode Island, and goddamn it, I'm pretty sure I'm the first motherfucker that came from the smallest state that you don't even see on the map and made my way down here to be here today.
Facts.
This could be you. How bad do you want it? I don't care what your reality is or what a pessimist will tell you. You can make this happen. You could be in this chair today. It's how bad you want it. It's how much you're going to push yourself. It's what you're willing to do to kind of get to what your goal is, whatever that goal is. Like I said, any goal you got in mind, and this is for all the viewers right there. I don't care what it is. Small business, whether it's hair, you know, clothing line, etc. I might not know what it is, but that could happen. I'm rooting for you. I'm rooting for everybody that's watching this, everybody in this room in a sense. You know, reality is what you make it. The sky's your limit. There is no limit. It's just the sky. You know what I'm saying? You could do anything you put your mind to. And don't let nobody, no naysayer, no hating ass motherfucker tell you can't do it, because you can do it. Anything is possible. That's all I can really tell you.
Anything is possible, man. We got my brother TGK in the building. You dig what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? I just, again, man, to echo your sentiment, you feel me? He said the sky is the limit, but outside of the sky, you feel me? It's thousands and millions of galaxies out there. Exactly. You feel me? You can just keep going on and on and on. You might not have gravity. You might be floating. But then the pessimist would say that's unrealistic. So who, I mean, Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, all these motherfuckers that went to the moon, that went to outer space, that's building rocket ships. If somebody told them, hey, you can't do that, only a few people have done that before, would they be in outer space right now? Hell nah. So at the end of the day, believe in yourself, man. If you cut different, you cut different. You feel me? We ain't cut the same. TGK, welcome to the Cut Different family, brother. I go by the name of Sebastian Ryder. You know what I'm saying? And where can they find you at before we get out of here?
All right, so you can find me on all platforms. TheGreatarjando. So you can find me on Instagram. I'm on every single platform you could dream of. Spotify, because I know some people prefer Spotify. Apple Music, YouTube. Shit, I even got a SoundCloud too, because you know what I'm saying, you can't forget what got artists started. In the sense, I started on SoundCloud for a little bit, remixing beats. You can find me there. And then, you know what I'm saying, you can find me everywhere. Instagram, I have a Snapchat. I ain't ashamed to say it. I got Twitter. Shit, I got damn near all the social media platforms. Only thing I ain't got is TikTok, but, you know, not a knock to those who use it, you know what I'm saying. But, yeah, I got all the channels. You can find me everywhere, you know what I'm saying. Don't be afraid to reach out, you know what I'm saying. We ain't get here by, you know, individualism. There's no I in team. You know what I'm saying? It's a team effort, you know. One hand washes the other. We look out for one another. Who knows what we could do? Who knows what we could accomplish? You know what I'm saying? So reach out to me if you're watching this video, man. You know what I'm saying? I welcome everybody, you know. Let's build together. Let's grow. Let's cut something different. You feel me?
We outside, man.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Cut Different TV. And I wouldn't be doing my job if I ain't tell y'all to hit that red button that says subscribe right there. Drop a like on this video as well. And go tap in with my brother TGK, man. He told you where to find him. You know what I'm saying? Go tap in, go lock in. Let's build together. Let's work. At the end of the day, Rome wasn't built in a day, but that motherfucker sure was built, though.
Yep, it got
so let's rebuild that shit.
Let's build it bigger and better.
Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Cut Different TV, man. We outside. Brooklyn, what's up?